a shadow over yonder where the old barn creeps. In the still of the night, not a soul dare speak, though the moonlight glimmers on the silver gale. In that haunted hollow, silence always prevails.
Grandpa told stories of lost souls and bones, talking about folks who never made it back home. Echoes in the forest of a mournful tune, a distant reminder of the town's dark doom.
Ooh, there's a shadow haunting every hill, whispers of the past that linger still. In the night it comes calling through the pines, a tale of sorrow in these winding vines. Down by the creek, where the water runs cold, lies the tale of a love that was bitterly sold. She waits in the silence, her heart turned to stone, for the man who had promised but never came home. Ooh, there's a shadow
Haunting every hill, whispers of the past that linger still. In the night it comes calling
Smoke on the horizon, death in the air. Boots on the ground, but I got no prayer. Rode into town with a gun in my hand. Now the devil's got me marked in the lawman's land. Bones in the dust, names in the wind. Ain't no forgiving the life that I sin. Run till the dawn, but the past won't fade. A man like me's got a debt to be paid. Ravens are circling, waiting on me. Shadows stretch long where the gallows tree be. A voice in the dark says son, time's up. And no last chance when the devil calls your bluff. Bones in the dust, names in the wind. Ain't no forgiving the life that I sin. Run till the dawn, but the past won't fade. A man like me's got a debt to be paid. Gunpowder burns and the cold steel sings. Blood on my hands, but it don't mean a thing. Just a blind saint and the rope swings free. Death's got nothing on a man like me. So lay me down in the cold hard clay. No one to mourn, no words to say. Just bones in the dust and a ghost in the rain. Another lost soul with a forgotten name.
Through the dead of night, the moon hangs low, casting eerie light. Coyotes' cry is a haunting song. On this prairie I've wandered too long.
There's a shadow beneath the willow tree, whispers secrets only I can see. Cold ground where the wildflowers lay. Dreams long buried in the dust and clay. Midnight calls and the silent scream. Lonely nights and the wolves they howl. empty bottle and a vacant stare. Stars above seem so cold and far as I trace my name on a falling star.
Dark clouds gather and the thunder moans. This empty heart roams a land of stones. I walk with shadows close behind, chasing solace I may never find.
Midnight calls and the silence scream. Ghosts of love haunt my broken dreams. Lonely nights and the wolves they howl. Midnight on the prairie, hear its growl. Down by Old Whiskey River, I saw a ghost in the night. With a bottle in hand, he stood by the pale moonlight. Whispers of sorrow echoed through the trees. His eyes were full of stories, painful memory. Mama said, boy, don't you wander too far. That river's cursed with shadows and scars. But the moon was my guide, and the night grew cold. I felt the weight of history in that haunted fold. Whiskey River's ghost, he's no friend, he's no man. He's the rage of the storm, the cry of the damned. Hold your breath and your tears when you walk that path, or you'll find yourself buried in his heartless wrath. Legends and tales passed down through the years of broken hearts and endless tears. The ghost by the river with his mournful song pulled me closer to where I didn't belong. this heartless wrath. Black sky burning, wind howls loud, ash in my boots, death in the crowd. I ain't no savior, I ain't no saint, just a man with a gun and a war to paint. Smoking lead, fire and steel, no remorse, no time to feel. Cross my path, take your last breath. I deal in blood, I deal in death. On the table, knife in my hand. You talk real tough, but you don't stand a chance. Whiskey spills, the night runs cold. One wrong move and you won't get old. Smoking lead, fire and steel, no remorse, no time to feel. Cross my path, take your last breath. I deal in blood, I deal in death. Shadows stretch, the reaper calls. Every man falls when the hammer falls. No law, no love, no peace for me. Just the echo of gunfire setting me free. Smoking lead, fire and steel, no remorse, no time to feel. Cross my path, take your last breath. I deal in blood, I deal in death. The moon turns red, ain't no rest till I'm good and dead. But till that day I'll ride on through with smoking lead and a hellbound view. Not a soul dare speak, though the moonlight glimmers on the silver gale. In that haunted hollow, silence always prevails.
Grandpa told stories of lost souls and bones, talking about folks who never made it back home. of a mournful tune, a distant reminder of the town's dark doom.
Ooh, there's a shadow haunting every hill, whispers of the past that linger still. In the night it comes calling through the pines, a tale of sorrow in these winding vines. Down by the creek, where the water runs cold, lies the tale of a love that was bitterly sold. She waits in the silence, her heart turned to stone, for the man who had promised but never came home. Ooh, there's a shadow
Haunting every hill, whispers of the past that linger still. In the night it comes calling through the pines, a tale of sorrow in these winding vines.
by the old churchyard, where the wildflowers grow, lie the markers of secrets no one else could know. When the north wind howls through the weathered trees, it sings a song of heartache carried on the breeze. Ooh, there's a shadow
Haunting every hill, whispers of the past that linger still. In the night it comes calling through the pines, a tale of sorrow in these winding vines.
rolling thunder, blood on the sand. I was born with a gun in my hand. No God above, no law to obey, just death behind me and dust in my way. Boots on the ground, smoke in my chest, 6 shots loaded, fate does the rest. You beg for light, but the dark runs deep, where silence screams and the shadows creep. Black like a devil's blade. One more step and you'll meet the grave. No final prayer, no one will cry. Just the black below and an empty sky. Black river runs cold and wide. Ain't no mercy on the other side. Cross me once, you won't again. I don't leave wounds, I bury men. No turning back, no last amen. I don't leave wounds, I bury men. Sun goes down, but I ride on. A shadow rides when the light is gone. Mark my grave with fire and stone. I was never made for flesh and bone. There's a road past the old oak tree where shadows whisper secrets to the breeze. The devil's hand carved the path, they say. Only fools go walking when the sky turns gray. The church bell tolls, but it's distant and dim, a warning sound for the souls drawn to him. The land lays dry as the cold mist creeps. On Devil's Hollow Road, the lost soul sleeps. Devil's Hollow Road, where the sinners lay down. The dirt tastes like ashes from a burnt out town. You walk too far, there ain't no turning back. Footsteps fade quiet on the endless track. The wind moans curses through midnight air. No man's been seen, but you feel the stare. The crows keep watch from crooked pines, singing death songs to keep the time. The tales remain, though the faces change, etched in bark and the gravel's strange. Some say they hear a fiddle row cry, playing for the damned neath a bloodlit sky. The bold and broken, the scared and brave, all vanish quiet past a shallow grave. It don't show mercy, it don't take blame. On Devil's Hollow Road, we die the same. Devil's Hollow Road, where the sinners lay down. The dirt tastes like ashes from a burnt out town. You walk too far, there ain't no turning back. Footsteps fade quiet on the endless track. Devil's Hollow Road, where the sinners lay down. The dirt tastes like ashes from a burnt out town. No prayers work once you cross that line, just echoes lost where the lanterns die. saints. Blood on my fist, dirt on my soul. Come and get it, bitch, lose control. Raise hell or die trying. No gods, no saviors, no liars. Fuck your throne and fuck your crown. I'm here to burn your kingdom down. Shoot up dreams, spit out lies. Bury love under blood-red skies. Taught by wolves, raised by hate. Kick down the doors, storm the gate. Raise hell or die trying. No gods, no saviors, no liars. Fuck your throne and fuck your crown. I'm here to burn your kingdom down. Dreams, spit out lies. Bury love under blood-red skies. Taught by wolves, raised by hate. Kick down the doors, storm the gate. Raise hell or die trying. No gods, no saviors, no liars. Fuck your throne and fuck your crown. I'm here to burn your kingdom down. Flames in my eyes, blood on my boots. No turning back, no fucking truth. Raise hell or die fucking trying. That's my truth and that's my sign. There's a shadow stretch across the moon. Whispers drift through winds that moan. I hear the echo of a long lost tune down where the devil walks alone. Footsteps crack on gravel path, leading deep where the cold winds blow. Memories caught in a lover's wrath on the devil's road below. Walking where the wicked tread, with ghosts that never let you go. The past ain't dead, it walks instead, out on the devil's road we know. Skeleton trees reach side to side, holding truths that time won't show. Graveyard secrets never hide, on the devil's path they grow. but your eyes, they never glow. Just a heart that's learned to wear its sin. On the devil's road, pain flows. Walking where the wicked tread, with ghosts that never let you go. The past ain't dead, it walks instead. Out on the devil's road we know. Yeah, down the devil's road we go. Town where the daylight hides, where sorrow walks and mercy died. The pine trees whisper cold and mean. I burn each bridge I've ever seen. Crows on the fence, black as night, eyes like coal, they catch the light. Old porch groans like it knows my shame. Ghosts and sins all wear my name. Empty bottles, hard as bone. Wind hums low like a haunted tone. Memories hang like smoke and dust. This land don't cradle, it just rusts. Crows on the fence, black as night, eyes like coal, they catch the light. Old porch groans like it knows my shame. Ghosts and sins all wear my name. Shadows thick where hope won't creep. Restless souls don't ever sleep. Blood in the soil, grief in the breeze. This ground don't beg, it only bleeds. Jackknife moon cuts through the gloom. Stars above don't light this tomb. Weight in my chest, cold in the air. Stillness screams like no one's there. Where hope won't creep. Restless souls don't ever sleep. Blood in the soil, grief in the breeze. This ground don't beg, it only bleeds. The bottle's dry, the moon hangs low. Through cracked glass, the cold winds blow. Every ghost I knew feeds the gloom. Shadows crawl across this lonesome room. Gravel roads and a rusted gate, dragging chains of a heavy fate. Memories sting like a phantom wound under a sky still marooned. Whiskey and silence, heavy is the night. Lonely hearts flicker in the failing light. Every still breath, a whisper from the past, frozen in time, like shattered glass. Door sways with a creaking call. He left this world one bitter fall. Now cries ring out through a smoky haze. I'm still wandering through his maze. A trembling clutch in my weathered hand. The years roll by like slipping sand. By the river where we used to lie, now it's just me beneath this sky. Shadow of the pines where the river went slow, a lonesome figure walks, got no more road to go. Ghosts of old regrets whisper through the trees, and I cry out for mercy on these haunted knees. Raven calls it dusk and the sky turns gray. broken hearts and promises won't fade away. The whiskey in my veins burns just like my sin. Moonlight shines down where the dark's always been. Beneath the moonlit shadows, the light starts to fade. Every lie I lived, every debt I never paid. The whiskey in my veins burns just like my sin. Moonlight shines down where the dark's always been. Beneath the quiet stars, where memories grow cold, the past is close behind, with secrets left untold. Each footstep aches, each breath a silent cry. In this cursed old valley, no place left to lie. I hear the owls cry, a mournful midnight hymn. No stars above, just clouds growing dim. My boots drag on this lonesome gravel rail, still chasing grace on a road doomed to fail. The wind is howling, calling out my shame. Fallen angels circle low, whispering my name. The night wraps tight like a noose I can't outrun, and this story ends where it all begun. Beneath the moonlit shadows, as the sun slips away, the past still stalks me, never far, never sways. Every step's a sorrow, every breath a plea, and I walk this road till it buries me.
There's a fog that creeps on Saturday nights in Bourbon County, where the moon hides its light. Whispers and shadows in the fields of corn, stories of sorrow since the day they were born. Tucker's shack is falling down. He says he hears the cries from underground. Children laughing, then they scream. underneath these stars, nothing's as it seems. Ghosts of Bourbon County lurking near, whispering old secrets only the brave can hear. Hearts beat faster when the night wind moans. In the fields we planted our broken bones. Mrs. Greenwood's rocking chair sways, sways slow. On her porch where the wildflowers grow, she tells of love lost deep in the war, still haunted by a soldier who knocks on her door. Pastor Johnson keeps his church doors closed, says the devil's in the details, and everybody knows. The pews stay empty, but the air is thick with the sins of folks whose hearts turn quick. From dusty roads to the chapel bell, Bourbon County's tales are too dark to tell, and every soul here carries a weight unseen in the silence of the night they convene. With ambient organ swell, sentimental and ghostly. Thunder's rolling, rain begins to scream. A haunting whistle tears right through my dream. A ghost train howls through blackened sky, rolling down the rails where good men die. The lights are flickering, fading fast. I hear the devil laughing at my past. The Fireline train is heading my way, chasing down the dues I still must pay. The tracks ignite with every sin I've made. A soul like mine don't ever get saved. It's getting close, I feel that burn. Too many back roads with no return. Whispers follow from the grave I dug. The devil rides with a preacher's shrug. The whistle shrieks like a vulture's cry. No redemption left, no alibi. The Fireline train is heading my way, chasing down the dues I still must pay. The rails are glowing, the truth won't fade. I'm bound by every deal I made. Tried to run, but I was always there. The devil smiling at the station gate. My name's been etched, can't change my fate.
stop for grace, only for those it must erase. The wheels roll on, the night turns black. There ain't no savior bringing me back.
The moon climbs high over Graveyard Hill. The night hangs heavy, the air grows still. Whispers twist through the blackened trees. Each shadow breathes forgotten pleas. Worn out boots on the ghost track road, dragging burdens no man ever told. The past ain't gone, just lying deep, where the roots run wild and secrets creep. Shadows in the pines, they speak my name. A lonesome wail wrapped in smoke and flame. Echoes of sorrow, ghosts of time, here in the valley where the sun don't shine. Rusty chains on a crooked gate guard the house that's cursed by fate. Windows cracked, door hanging loose, where the wind hums songs the dead still use. Silent prayers in that chapel's bones. Candles tremble on sinking stones. Winds cry out like a warning sign, but I ain't alone in these haunted pines. The night holds secrets sharp and wide. Listen close, hear the dead confide. Every fallen leaf, each distant cry tells a tale. Those who die.
turn still. Whispers float through the twisted trees. Every shadow hides old memories. Lost souls drift down forgotten roads, wearing silence like weathered coats. The past lies buried shallow and near, and the secrets in the pines still whisper clear. Shadows in the pines, they call my name. A lonesome cry framed in midnight flame. Echoes of sorrow, ghosts in line. You haunt the valley where the sun won't shine. Rusty chains on a leaning gate guard that house in a haunted state. Windows shattered, doors hang low, where time stands still and memories glow. Silent prayers in the chapel bare, candles flicker on heavy air. Winds of change, they moan and sway, but something here still wants to stay. The night holds secrets dark and deep. Listen close, you'll hear them weep. Every fallen leaf, each distant cry tells a tale that refuses to die. Creeps over Graveyard Hill. The night hangs low, the air turns still. Whispers drift through the ancient trees. Every shadow hides old memories. Lost souls wander these broken roads, in tattered coats and heavy loads. The past lies deep beneath the pine, but secrets rise like smoke in time. Dark remains, echoes of sorrow, ghosts in line, here in the valley where the sun won't shine. Rusty chains on a sagging gate guard the house that forgot its fate. Windows crack, the roof askew, still clings to dreams the night once knew. Silent prayers in the chapel bare, candles flicker in frozen air. Winds of change, they but in these woods I'm not alone. The night holds secrets cold and wide, close, you'll hear them right. It's all around, each breath, each cry tells a tale that won't ever die.
Play games with the shadows deep, but the reapers never sleep. Words we trusted turn to lies, while the smoke fills up our skies. We scream and fight, but it's all in vain, drowned beneath the flood of pain. They circle close like starving hounds, tearing hope from sacred grounds. They are wolves howling for our skin, fangs of power, blood within. No escape, no higher ground, just crimson rising all around. They swore we'd find sweet liberty, but we live in a dark country. Just a cog in a crooked wheel, crushed beneath their iron heel. Behind those suits no soul remains, only lust for more and gain. We scream, we cry, they turn away. The silence louder every day. They feed on fear, on every sin, the nightmare we are living in. They are wolves howling for our skin, fangs of power, blood within. No escape, no higher ground, just crimson rising all around. They swore we'd find sweet liberty, but we live in a dark country. Is there fire still in our veins, or are we shackled by our chains? We pray for truth, but trust is dead, sold for silver, drowned in red. They call themselves the only way, but they're the night that stole the day. They are wolves howling for our skin, fangs of power, blood within. No escape, no higher ground, just crimson rising all around. They swore we'd find sweet liberty, but we live in a dark country. Yes, we bleed in a dark country.
There's a shadow on the ridge tonight. Wind cuts deep in the pale moonlight. Old man Jenkins grips his gun swears the reckoning has just begun. Mary lights her lanterns bright, claims she saw a ghost take flight. Children shiver, eyes shut tight, whispering prayers through the longest night. Oh, the darkness doesn't sleep, keeps the silence buried deep. Voices lost in winds that bite, no redemption left in sight. Every footstep holds a cost, truths they swore are long since lost. Scars remain where lies took place. Time won't grant this town its grace. Oh, the darkness doesn't sleep, keeps the silence buried deep. Voices lost in winds that bite, no redemption left in sight. Dog says roosters crow with spite, drinks his madness through the night. Won't forgive, won't trust the soul, eyes like coals burn black and cold. Where the wild wind sighs stands a faded home neath the crimson sky. A lantern sways through the thickest gloom, glows like sorrow in a widow's room. Oh, the widow waits where the cold winds moan for the man she lost to the dark unknown. His shadow lingers, his voice still calls, follow me down where the silence falls. Her hands are frail, her hopes turn dust. She speaks to the night with a ghostly trust. The river hums his name so low. Step closer, now where the dark things go. It awaits where the cold winds moan for the man she lost to the dark unknown. His shadow lingers, his voice still calls, follow me down where the silence falls. At the stroke of 3, her breath runs thin. She walks to the edge, lets the dark pull in. The trees all shiver, the waters swell, and the wind it cries, all hearts must dwell. Now the blackbirds cry as the red sky bleeds, two shadows drift among the weeds. The lantern's gone, but her vow still burns.